Record. What's what's good, YouTube? It's your boy JT, and hold up. We about to clock in again, man. And today I got a video that's about a topic that a lot of people get confused. A lot of people want answers about it, okay? And it's about the first dates. You probably already know where I'm coming with this, but the question is, who should pay you on the first date? Right? And without further ado, let's get through this. And by the way, I got two videos for y'all in one video, alright? Just letting you know that.
Hey, Steve. I've been single for a long time. I mean, a long time. So I'll go on those dating.
How long is that, baby? Ma'am?
No, about 17 years.
Oh, okay.
I go on these dating websites.
She's been single for 17 years.
Advice things, and I read recently that a woman should offer to pay for 50%, half the dinner on the first date.
Just letting you know that I've seen this video, right? And listen to her very carefully. Very carefully.
That a woman should offer to pay for 50%, half the dinner on the first date. So they said men would definitely say no, but they'll appreciate the effort. Well, the last couple of times they've said yes. So I thought, this backfired. Let me see. My question is, do men really appreciate it? And should women offer to pay for half on the first date?
No.
Okay. Let's take what the lady's talking about, right? She's been single for 17 years. She looks like she's getting older, right? She goes on websites and dating apps to know the secret sauce, to know how to get a man, because a lot of people look at successful women as having a house, a husband, and kids, a family. I'm sorry, ladies, if you don't like to hear this, but it is what it is. A lot of people look at how successful women are according to their family. You can be a billionaire, but do you have kids? Do you have a family? I don't know. And knowing that she's been single for 17 years tells me that something is up. Something is up about her. And you can tell she dresses nice. She puts herself in the best position, right? She got necklaces, she got a nice outfit, she got rings, she got her nails done. Look, you can tell she's a little bit old, but you can tell that she takes care of herself. She's probably a successful, strong, independent woman, right? She looks like she got money. Now I'm going based off the looks. Like, I don't know her, but she looks like she got money. A lot of people will say she's successful. Successful. But notice how she's been single for 17 years, and she's going on Steve, which he's not a dating coach, but he's going on Steve to ask these questions. But let's see what Steve has to say about it.
Date?
No, they don't.
Appreciate it. And should women offer to pay for half on the first date?
No.
So Steve is saying no, women should not pay on the first date, and that's it.
No, they don't appreciate it, and you shouldn't offer it.
He's speaking for all the men that we don't appreciate when women offer to pay 50%.
It's just, look.
And of course, the women are gonna clap. Of course.
You know what? I really get sick of dating sites trying to play both sides of the fence. You want to match a woman up with somebody, But then you want her to be this totally independent, standalone person. Well, guess what? A man can't.
Steve, they're strong, independent women. They're saying themselves that they are strong and independent women.
You want her to be this totally independent, standalone person. Well, guess what? A man can't be an independent, standalone person. A man, a heterosexual man, is nothing without a woman. Zero. Nothing. Ask him. Listen to me.
A man is nothing without a woman. But is a woman asking you, and once again, Steve is not a dating coach, is a woman coming on your show asking you questions about dating? She's been single for 17 years, and you're not helping her, Steve. The girl is about to go on 22 years with this advice, but you're not helping her, bro. You are not. She's been single for 17 years, Steve. Something is wrong. 17 years? Bro, I'm 22. God damn. And you're giving her this advice that a man is nothing without her. And that's the problem of most women in our generation. Because they think, oh, I'm a queen. A man gotta do everything that he can to show me that he's worthy of my time. Right? I'm a queen. Ladies, there's no queen without king. For you to become a queen, you gotta have a king. Keep that in mind.
Ask any heterosexual man and he'll tell you, without women, this don't work.
I don't know what he meant by this don't work, but if he means like the world doesn't work, that is true. Without women, the world doesn't work. Without men, the world doesn't work. Right? It's like a collab, you know what I'm saying? You do what you gotta do, I do what I gotta do. It's a collab, it's a team effort. So no, the world cannot work with only men or only women. It doesn't work. If that's what he means by that, because I don't know.
This is nothing without you. Do you understand that? That's period. So stop teaching these women stuff that they don't need to know. If a man asks you out and he's not willing to buy you a plate of food, how can you possibly think that this guy can take care of a family?
Now this, I do agree with him that he said that if a man takes you out and he's not able to pay for your food, how is he gonna pay for your family? Me personally, if I take a girl out, I'm paying for the food, right? I'm not expecting the girl to go 50-50. I'm not expecting the girl to leave the tip. But trust me, in the back of my head, I'm registering everything. Oh, did she ask for 50-50? Did she pay for the date? Did she ask to leave the tip, right? Because I'm a real man, and I do appreciate it. More than a real man, I'm a human, and I do appreciate it. Because you have to understand something. This thing of man pays for the dates in general, it's an old thing. It's back when men would go to work and women would stay at home taking care of the kids. So technically, men would pay for the dates because women did not have no source of income. Now the times has changed. Times is changing. Women are able to work as men work, but they want to still keep that little advantage of being a girl, right? He gotta pay for it, which is cool. That's cool. But don't tell these women that they are the prize and they're queens and men gotta do everything to get to them. I'm saying, like, you're not helping the girl out. 17 years, going in 22 with your advice.
Doesn't make any sense. It don't make no sense. can't feed me, but we finna go somewhere and have some kids. Who's going to require
And it's not about I cannot feed you. It's just like we're sharing time together, you know. In the first date, we're sharing time together. So it's not like, oh, I ain't got no money to pay you. It's not that. Majority of the times, right? It's about like how. It's more a thing of a like personality wise. You know what I'm saying? Because women now are making the same amount. I mean, they're saying, oh, women are paid less and stuff like that, but they making a good money too. Don't get it fucked up.
constant feeding? Excuse me. Men, we know. Real men, we know. That if we take you out, we supposed to pay. We know that. We know that. We already know that, man. Listen, let's stop playing this game.
We do know. Like I said, me, if I'm taking a girl out, I'm paying for it, right? But it's not about we know. We expect or we're supposed. Of course, like if I pay for the first date, right? And I'd be like, oh, now you're supposed to give me sex. Because you're a girl. You're supposed to give me sex if I pay for the date. She's gonna look at me like, you're crazy. Probably never gonna see the girl again. So let's not say that is expected, but you women should appreciate it at this point. Because I can pay for the date, but you can too, because you work.
We know the deal. Because let me explain something to you. When we're all across the room and we meet you, when we see you, we see the only reason we walk over to you and we start talking to you is because you have something we want. That's the only reason. We walk over to you because we see something we want.
No.
Our job as men is to go over there and see what it's going to cost us to get what we want. That's what it is.
He goes to saying something cool, which I agree, right? We see you, maybe we want you, and we go talk to you, right? And then he goes down again with another bullshit ass response. What's gonna cost us to get to you? And unfortunately, this is girls nowadays, right? He gotta do everything he can to get him. That's basically what he's saying. You men are worthless. You gotta do everything you can to go get to that girl. You gotta see how much it's gonna cost you, because it's gonna cost a lot. You gotta take her on a date, pay for it. Take her on a second date, pay for it. Take her on the third date, pay for it. So the girl can finally decide to text you back and be like, oh, I don't think we're gonna work out. I don't see you more than a friend. But you know, you're a man. Just swallow it and move on.
So we already know this going to at least start with a plate of food. Then we know if we're going to keep getting what we want, we're going to have to make some type of commitment. Then we know if we want to keep getting what we want, we might have to buy a ring up in here. Then we know if we keep getting what we want, we're going to have to ask you to marry us. Then if we want to keep getting what we want, we're going to have to put you in a house that you can call your own.
Notice how he flipped now. If we keep getting what we want. If I keep getting what I'm looking for, I'll keep going out with her. If I keep getting what I'm looking for, I give her a relationship, committed relationship. If I keep getting what I want, I'm going to put a ring on that finger. If I keep getting what I want, I'm gonna get a house and kids. Now he flipped the frame. Now the guy is the one that gotta get what he wants to be with a woman. See, he has a general idea, but he's jumping from point A to point Z without getting to point B and C, and and everything else, right? And Steve ain't no dating coach. Women, women and men, please, if you need relationship advice, go to people that are dating coaches that do this every day and they are professionals, right? You don't go to Steve and be like, Steve, I got a heart problem. Can you fix it? Steve is not a doctor. A lot of people overlook dating coaches. Oh, dating coach. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Let me just go ask my friend who's been single for 2 years to give me dating advice. She been single for 2 years, buddy. Why is that? Why is that? But anyways, you don't go to Steve asking him to fix your broken leg. You don't. You go to a doctor. So if you have dating advice, if you need dating advice, or if you have dating questions related about dating, go to a dating coach, not Steve. Steve is entertaining. His job is to entertain you watching the video.
We know that. We know that. Don't ever stop requiring that, because real men know that's what we do. That's it. Hey, I'm Steve Harvey. You want...
All right, that's Steve's point of view, which I do not agree with on most of the things he said. At some points, yes, I do agree that, if you want to get to know a girl, we can get her a plate of food, which sounds a little bit like, I don't know, it doesn't sound good to me. If you're trying to get to know her, offer a plate of food. That doesn't sound right, but yeah, you can take a girl out and pay for the date if you're trying to get to know her. But Steve, hey man, sorry. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is Matthew Hussey. I hope I'm saying the name right. And he is a dating coach. The title of this video is Who Pays on the First Date? Matthew Hussey, get the guy. Let's see what he's talking about.
Let's have one more question. We had this person at the back in the stripes. Yeah, let's hear from you.
During the dating period, after like 4 or 5 months of dating, I just wondering at what point do you have to pay, did the woman have to pay when they go out? The guy is asking that there should be half and half at that point when you already...
At what point?
When you already been dating for 4 or 5 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, okay, to give you a quick answer on, firstly, I think we should just deal with the who should pay thing to begin with. When you're on a date, who should pay?
They're gonna say man because since kids, they're given dating advice from Steve, of course, and society tells them that men should pay for the first date, which is not wrong. It's just what they know.
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. I'm sorry.
But-
I would say, I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's the-
gentleman here.
Here, okay. He's supposed to pay.
Yeah. That's
You're
what I told them.
but you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No.
Listen to what I just said. I was like, so if I pay on the first date, then you're supposed to have sex with me. Listen to what he said. I said this 5 minutes
You're
ago.
supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No.
Of course.
Whenever what?
Where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys you can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up. Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right. If you go on a date and he doesn't pay, he wasn't taught right. I can tell you right now, if I was dating someone and they never offered to pay, I wouldn't be dating them.
Listen to what I said. Me, I go out with a girl a few times, and let's say I go out with her 4 times, right? If she doesn't ask to pay half or leave the tip or anything like that, it's okay. I do not mind. But I'm keeping that right here in the back of my head. Because I'm not saying I will not take the girl serious. Because if you pay for all the dates, but the girl is submissive, she takes care of you, right? She keeps the house clean and stuff like that. You've already said the dynamics, right? You're the provider and protector, so you pay for it, you protect for her, and in return you get a housewife basically, right? What is a housewife? Take care of you, the kids, and the house. So there's the dynamic right there, right? I do not care, but you have to understand that at this point it's a personality thing. There's girls that will not pay for it. Don't give a fuck. You pay for it. You go. You pay for my time, like he said, right? And there's girls that be like, I appreciate you for this date. I would like to contribute to this date. You see the difference right there? Do you see the difference? Those are the girls that you should be dating. I have a girl that I go out sometimes, and every time she texts me, I appreciate you for the dinner, or I appreciate you to come over, or I appreciate you for this, I appreciate you for that. And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. Just a quick message, I appreciate you for the dinner, right? And we had this talk too, that I'll pay for this, leave the tip. And after we had that talk, I opened her eyes. Every time we go out, she offers to leave the tip or pay half and half, and I tell her no. Because at that point I felt like she wanted to ask because we had that conversation, but I don't want her to feel that way, to ask just because we had the conversation, right?
I can tell you that now. If they never offered to pay, I would not be dating them because I'd say, this is the most polite they're ever going to be. And they're not even trying to pay now. What does that say about my future? But look, let me come at this from a different angle. I will always treat my partner how I would treat my best friend. And I wouldn't apply a different standard to my partner than my best friend. I wouldn't say to my best friend, let's always go out to dinner and you always pay. I'd say, let's be teammates here in whatever way we can. And maybe, by the way, proportionately, what you can do is less than what he can do. That's a different thing.
Yep.
If he says to you, I want to go stay at the top hotel in Big Sur this weekend, and it's $1,500 a night, and you say, I don't have the money. It's his job to say, it doesn't matter. I didn't do it so you could pay. I did it because I want to go and I want to take you. Great. That's what that is, right? Or if you both agree to go on holiday and you have a fifth of his earning potential, you say, I want to contribute to a fifth of this holiday. It's overly simplistic, but you get what I'm saying, right? I'll contribute on the level I can contribute. Let me tell you what means something to a guy. Trying. That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used. Because any guy who's really confident and self-respecting, if the woman never is even trying to contribute, he feels like he's being taken advantage of.
And just like women, when guys always having sex with her, telling her to come over, the girl is gonna feel like the guy is using her for sex. So the same thing when guys is going out on a date and I'm only paying for it, I'm gonna feel like he said it. The guy is gonna feel kind of used.
And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the lack of gesture. So I would be looking at, if you like this guy, maybe if you're in different positions, figure out what you want to contribute proportionately or what you can contribute proportionately and treat him as you would your best friend.
And that was the opinion of a truly dating coach. Not a random guy that has a TV show. Sorry, not sorry, Stevie. Maybe Steve Harvey is what women want to listen to. But Matthew is what women should listen to. Let's just take the two girls that asked the question, right? One asked the first one asked the question, and she's been single for 17 years, and she asked the questions to Steve Harvey, right? The other one is been dating for 4 or 5 months, and she's asking you, Matthew. So the one that's dating already is in a better position than the one that has been single for 12 years. Why? You can just say she's asking a real dating coach. She's not asking, like, I don't have nothing with Steve Harvey, but she's asking a random guy an opinion. He's not a dating coach. And you're single for 12 years. With that, man, yeah, it's tough. Anyways, man, I don't even know what to say after that. It's your boy JT, and don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe, so you can watch more videos like this one, alright? As you know, it's your boy JT, clocking out.